I'm really pleased today to be talking in front of a mostly female audience because apparently women make the best listeners. They're really responsive, they laugh when it's funny, their facial expression shows their interest, and that of course makes them the best people to have in an audience. Actually, I've always understood that an audience that's large and very slightly drunk is the best kind, but in the absence of that, a female audience is a great substitute. But I'm sure you're not interested in whether men or women are better listeners or better speakers, and frankly, neither am I. I am in the business of helping people to improve their performance. And what I'll be looking at today is specifically how women can improve their performance in public speaking. What can we do to communicate our message in a better way? But first, let's look at why we would even want to do that. Every time we communicate, whether it's in terms of interpersonal communication, internal communication within an organization, so a farewell speech or a presentation to a department, or if it's a presentation externally promoting your business, every time we communicate, our professionalism, our authority, and our credibility depends on how well we communicate that message. And therefore, it's worth putting in a little effort. It's worth coming across as a confident, secure speaker. So what do we women do to sabotage that? Interestingly, in 1999, Ralph Banker and Chris Sawyer did a study and the results were that the anticipatory state of anxiety of female speakers is considerably higher than that of male speakers. We do get ourselves into a real knot about appearing in public. We are nervous about the prospect. So what we have to do is learn to control those nerves and appear confident even when we're dying inside. We've got to learn to fake it. And the things that we can do to fake that confidence on stage is hiding all those little nervous tics. Something that women are very good at doing is we get up to speak and we're about to come on stage and we start smoothing our clothes, making sure that everything's where it needs to be and patting our stomach or retucking in our blouses. And that's where I think, people give the statement, oh, don't worry, you'll be fine. Just imagine them naked. And I think what we're doing is just making sure we're dressed at least. And of course, the advert to the audience is, look at me, I'm not quite comfortable with this scenario. I'm not as confident as I should be. The other thing we do is we clasp our hands. So we come out with this little choir girl attitude, our hands centered in the middle. And let's face it, arms are awkward appendages. If we could, we'd leave them on the seats with our handbags. That would be the ideal solution. Come out here, stand confidently, and we've got no awkward appendages hanging around. But they don't, they come with us. And what we need to do is learn to put them comfortably by our sides, look confident even when we don't feel it, and also remember that in a presentation, it's about the audience, not about how we feel. So clasping our hands might feel comfortable for us. It's our way of holding hands, getting that little bit of security. But for the audience, this is a more comfortable stance to look at. This looks like the speaker is in control and comfortable with the situation. The other thing we do is the way that we stand. Now, women particularly like to take a little bit of a balancing on one hip stance. And this quite literally is standing off center and off balance. It doesn't look comfortable, it doesn't look in control. So we need to teach ourselves to get to the center of the audience, stand straight, lock our knees, which is a great way of reminding ourselves to stand strong and create that strong presence, that confident aura. stand in the center of the audience. I'm not suggesting be a robotic speaker and don't move during your presentation. By all means, take a few steps to one side, give a few words from there, even move off balance for a few seconds, but make sure that you come to that nice, strong center and continue with the confident presentation.